With me now from Capitol Hill is Democratic Congressman Seth Moulton of Massachusetts. He sits on the House Armed Services Committee. Congressman, you see the plane the president has accepted from Qatar, the business deals his family has made overseas, the crypto ventures, all against this backdrop of the Mideast trip. Is this the purest version of him that we are seeing lately?
It is. I mean, this is just President Trump who thinks he's above the law, doesn't mind violating the law, even the U.S. Constitution. And frankly, I'm sure we're going to see a lot more corruption as this administration takes its course.
The president has pitched this as a free airplane. He doesn't talk about the hundreds of millions it will cost taxpayers to retrofit it if he chooses to do that. They're really, I mean, is there really any such thing as a free gift when it comes to presidents and royal families and jumbo jets?
No, I mean, there's no free gift. It's hard to imagine that the Qataris aren't asking for something in return. And as you pointed out earlier, it's going to take a couple years to tear this plane apart, because the Qataris would be crazy not to try to bug every nook and cranny of this thing. So the entire thing will have to be taken apart, reconstructed. That's going to cost a lot of time, a lot of money, and a lot of effort that frankly should be just directed to fixing the problems at Boeing and getting the planes that the president ordered back on track.
Tonight, the House Speaker, Mike Johnson, who used to be a constitutional lawyer, said that accepting the plane is not his decision, but he doesn't think it would violate the emoluments clause of the Constitution. Does it give Republican lawmakers some political cover to shrug it off then as not a big deal?
I mean, I've never heard Speaker Johnson agree with anything that Trump does or says, so that doesn't really tell us anything. But I think that most people can see that this clearly violates the Constitution, especially if Trump intends to take it for his own personal use after he leaves the presidency. I mean, France gave us the Statue of Liberty, but Grover Cleveland didn't take it home with him or put it in his library when he was not president anymore, and yet that's what Trump plans to do with his plane.
Can Congress do anything other than complain about it?
Well, that's a good question. I mean, under Republican leadership, it doesn't look like much is going to happen, although it is significant how many Republicans already, not just in Congress, but in the commentary world. You know, people like Ben Shapiro, that lunatic Laura Loomer that you mentioned, have already spoken out against this. What Congress should be doing is actually focusing some effort on fixing the problems at Boeing, because those are legitimate problems. I mean, I don't want the door flying off my plane any more than the next guy when I'm on a flight. Those are things that need to be fixed. And, you know, when United Airlines or American Airlines or Delta can't get its planes delivered on time, they're not just going to borrow jets from the Middle East any more than an F-18 fighter pilot. F-18s are made by Boeing, can just borrow a Middle Eastern jet. So rather than just take this gift, let's focus our efforts on actually fixing the problem and get these American-made planes produced on time.
Even if one accepts that, okay, it's fine for the president to have this plane or accept this gift, does it make any sense that he would take it after he leaves office? And it would, I mean, allegedly, he's saying it would go to the library, you know, take that for what it's worth.
I mean, this is just one of many ways, Anderson, that Trump and his family plan to profit off the presidency. You heard Ryan Zinke praise Trump as a businessman. You know, I think that if he had just taken the money his father gave him and invested it in an old mutual fund, he would actually be wealthier today than he is now after all his failed ventures. So he's not a very successful businessman, but he does see the world in those very transactional terms. And that's why he started this cryptocurrency. That's why he's going around, you know, hosting dinners at the White House for people who buy his cryptocurrency. This administration is corrupt full and through.